Jo, ten život bych si mohl taky doplnit, že jo.
Hi. I have artifacts
Nazdar.
that date all the way back to the time of Solomon Coe himself. There are some things I would kill to have. I mean, wait, not literally. But I
Ne,
would pay
doslova,
a
jo.
lot for.
Ale...
You see, the Coe family lost a treasure trove of old historic documents ages ago. And those documents would be priceless to have here.
To zní jako dobrý úkol. Zdravíčko, Johnny.
Their absence pains me. Jacob Coe and I have talked at length, and his great-grandfather was a troubled man. He sold off various historic documents to cover debts. They could be anywhere. If you find any of that trove of documents, I will pay dearly for it. Thank you. Think of the future generations that could benefit from seeing such a... That is not something I expected to hear today. I assume you're somehow associated with the United Colonies? I've received some odd messages of late. Most in the collective aren't overly fond of MAST or the UC in general. I tend to share that sentiment. Lost a cousin in the colony war, you know. Well, I'm afraid you've wasted your time because I'm not authorized nor particularly inclined to release any of our pieces. That includes 100-year-old tree branches. Sorry, but it's staying in storage. Everything you see here is a piece of Aquila City's... I hear what you're saying, but I'm afraid it's out of the question. I guess I don't want to impede anything important.
Prdele.
Go on. Keep asking. I still won't hand it over. I guess it couldn't hurt.
Yes, přesvědčil jsem ji.
Please return it in one piece.
Děkuju. Vrátím. Mám hrozně na spěch. Pozor. Nebo tam chcípne populace. Nemůžu, jsem moc těžký. Kyslík.
Be careful. It's easier than you think to pull a muscle in a high-gravity environment like this.
Já musím mít kurevský štěstí, abych nikoho nepotkal, protože jestli někoho potkám, tak jsem mrtvej. Ne, jsem nechtěl. To mám tu ty dvě zbraním sebou, mi stačí. Ticho. Tam nikdo není, prosím tě, no co štěkáš? Azuru do oblak.
Let's put this bird into space. We're locking into orbit now.
Pořád jsem slabý. Mám jenom fakt ten varpový pohon, tyhle, to masakra. Co to je? OK, přistaneme ještě tady. Přijel jsem se zpátky. Kde ten úkol? What? Trošku nechápu.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal, but I am satisfied.
Lifting off now. Apogee kick complete. Orbit steady.
A to je konec. Tam mi dojde plyn. Zajímavý. To je dobrý. Tady ta loď mě zajímá, ukaž. Divný. Dokončeno 9 úkolů, dokončené činnosti 12, dokončil hlavní úkol 1. Hustý. A my chceme sem. Zobrazit na mapě. Tady no. No to jsem tady, ale... Počkej, on je to tady. Ne, musí to být tady na té planetě. To je divný. Protože já bych už měl mít totiž... Tohle nedělám, já dělám něco jiného. Tohle. Jsi říkal, že se mi to zdá divný. Přistát. Protože mi se to přehodilo na jiný úkol.
Over here. There's something we need to discuss.
I don't like the idea of relying on the Freestar Collective, but here we are. Have you paid a visit
Jsou
to the
slyšet ty
Starfield
stromy.
in Aquila City? Yes, of course. I'll see that it is returned to her in one piece. Well, perhaps minus a few shavings. Now, I just need a moment to analyze this and synthesize. Right, so we'll feed in a sample. Now the program will incorporate the genetic and chemical makeup of the sample, extrapolating the size and structure of the original tree. This was put together rather hastily, so complete accuracy is impossible. But I'm hoping it's enough. And there it is. Our best hope for a positive solution to this mess. So, we now have a simulated response to our tree. All that's left is to play it. Oh, I'm quite certain you couldn't achieve the necessary register. Far too low for human vocal cords. I've been forced to listen to this SSN kiosk chatter incessantly this entire time. I think it could be put to better use. We don't have time to go through the proper channels, but if you can find a terminal and get this uploaded into their system, it might do the trick.
OK,
I
postarám
have
se
no
o to.
doubt that you will.
It's you and me from here out.
Počkej, ale to já potřebuji najít, jo, tamhle vzadu.
Gorgeous weather today, huh?
with demand in the settled systems. After an astounding 10th year without a single reported accident.
No, jsem byl docela blízko.
Sorry, I can't play right.
Can't go in. You just can't.
Terminál. Tak a zpátky ke stromu.
Mr. Barron's a very busy and
I bet whoever came up with bad news travels far.
Jo, to je zvuk už.
We've done it! I'm already seeing reductions in the strength of the vibrations. The tree is calming down. I can hardly believe that worked. I don't know. We've been in uncharted territory this whole time. That doesn't stop now. With the immediate crisis hopefully over, I can slow down and review everything we've learned. And certainly, I'll be keeping a much closer eye on our friend going forward. And you have saved this tree and advanced our scientific knowledge of our environment. Noble work across the board. You have my gratitude and that of every citizen in New Atlantis, though they don't know it.
Díky, díky. Mise kompletní. Doufám, že jim tam tu větvičku fakt doručí zpátky. A to přesvědčování mi docela dá. Obrana Petře pro cestu. Bych měl rozdat body, mám tam nějaký botíky. Určitě si dám tu sílu zase na ty nohy. A ten větší
I
kyslík.
heard that the walls of Aquila City were built to prevent nocturnal predators from overrunning the place.
Hustý. Znič 5 lodí, to jsme ještě nevím, to mě zajímá. Málo zámku zatím. Už můžu? Druhou úroveň. OK. Tak.
Got a minute to chat?
Watch it. Ships coming and going all the time.
Having a good one?
We need to be smarter, better in the way we handle the act.
Friend, I gotta confess, I'm not much in the mood for conversation.
To vypadá jak americký pilot, to je. Nějakýho starýho letounu. Dáme diplomatickou odpověď, úplně tu poslední.
Comes in here with her big ideas about how we defend our city. No respect for the way we've done things for years. No work. And expect us to thank her for making our lives more difficult. I tell you, I've never seen entitlement like that.
Takže jsi prostě jenom nespokojený.
Well, then you got about as much as sense as she does. Look, this ain't New Atlantis. It ain't all flowers and chirping birds out. These walls around us, they're here for a damn good reason. I've trained the guards here for years. Again, we get it wrong, we not watching all the time, then the ash to kill innocent people. That's the simple. So when someone struts into town with their untested ideas on how to do things better than those of us who dedicate... This ain't help. This is thinking you know better than the people that have done it for years, decades even. Look, this is getting my blood pressure up talking about this so damn much. You think you can talk some sense into her? Otherwise, I suggest you leave defending this city.
If it weren't for the walls, the whole town would be... People have no idea what we do to keep them safe.
Well, you sure don't look like you're delivering the capacitors I'm waiting for. Something I can... no. That's not really accurate. It is, however, slightly less openly hostile a reaction than I've gotten around here, so I'll take it. I'm not sure what you've heard, or, quite frankly, why this seems to be getting around the way it is. Despite assertions to the contrary, I'm not attempting to run anyone out of a job. Nor am I in any way attempting to make a statement about the competence of the current security forces and/or apparatus. I hope that clears things up.
That was quite comprehensive. I'm not sure what to say.
Okay, well, I must need to work on my delivery because I keep having this problem. I need to prove that what I'm working on can make a positive difference. Then you'll see it my way. I could really use some help, in fact, just to make sure this all goes off without a hitch.
To bychom mohli pro ní
Could you
něco udělat.
place some sensors for me?
Jasně, není problém.
That is great news. Just take these and stick them in specific spots in the city along the wall. When you're done, come find me. I'll find something to do in the meantime to give myself an air of plausible deniability.
Jste dělal alibi, jednoduše řečeno. Bez venku.
You want to stop here for a drink? I can assure you there are much nicer and safer establishments in Midtown or the Core.
Your next stop wouldn't be the Caribbean system, would it?
You expecting me to jump down after you?
You got some good news, I hope? Well, that's that then. So, this next part, it's a bit delicate. See that guard tower across the way there? I need to get in there and make a few small modifications to the terminal inside. I don't have the processing power to collate all the data that'll be coming in from the sensors. The existing network does. Oh, goodness. I really am bad at communicating sometimes. I have that part well in hand. The, guard standing outside there, he's not gonna let me in. I need you to distract him. I should only need a few moments. So, I don't know, convince him to take a break or something. Or if you're feeling particularly rebellious, maybe give him some official business to attend to. I believe it's what Davis would refer to as a ruckus. As soon as you've got him occupied, I'll scoot in and out before anyone notices. Okay? Let's do this.
Nepovinné, ukradené něco před skryt strážmi. Nahoře, jo.
Ashtar are sometimes spotted by the farms. That's why we only use robots outside the walls.
What brings you to the wall? Boredom? Because if that's what you're looking for, you've hit the jackpot.
Můžu se do toho dostat, ale potřebuji to.
And I'm just supposed to take this on what? Faith? Yeah, I remember now. I hear you. No, it's not that simple. Sorry, it's my shift and I'm can't just leave it for no reason. The view from the top is especially good at setting the mood. Good luck.
Hajzlo za litr.
That's all settled then. Thanks for the assist. This is bending the rules, not breaking laws. And once enough data has been collected, I'll have... If you're curious, come back tomorrow. I might even have preliminary...
Dost XPček to stálo.
Good to be back on board.
Asi 4 hodin tam bylo, že jo? Jdu ti zabavit postel. Za hodinku vyrazím ven. Zhruba ve 2. To bude akorát. To už bude krásně rozehřátý od toho sluníčka venku. Myslím banán.
Well, well. Look who decided to rejoin the world.
Would someone really tamper with the data intentionally? I just don't see any other explanation. Oh, it's you. I got the data from the seismic sensors, and I need help. Nothing that would get you in trouble this time. Promise.
No jasně.
Oh, thank you. It's really nice to hear that when others just don't seem to care. Remember the sensors you helped me set up around the city? Well, Davis Wilson is pretty angry about it. I suppose I should have expected that, but now no one involved with security is willing to talk to me at all. And I really need to coordinate with them. Kinda everything. The timing of the results, the strength of the signals. I did a lot of research on the Ashta before I started this project. No, the tech is fine. I never would have put it out there if I had any reservations about that. Look, I know I screwed up here. I went behind Davis's back and did what he told me not to. I don't expect him to talk to me. But this, I'm not gonna lie. It looks an awful lot like someone has been purposely messing with the system. I can't just stroll up and accuse him of anything, but maybe someone, you I'm thinking, could just ask around, see if something is going on. I'd really appreciate it.
Hojnice.
People around here think we own Aquila. They're wrong. The Ashta do. Don't mean to be rude, but but I got a lot of things on my plate right now. So unless this is important, I'm gonna have to ask you to come back some other time.
Vypíná se mi televize.
Oh, did you now? And did that perhaps come from a certain entitled so-called inventor who's caused me no end of headaches?
To je dobrý otázky na něj.
Right, of course you are. Well then, concerned citizen, there have been some unpleasant developments of late. I'm not gonna name names, but you and I both know damn well who to thank. She made my life a lot more difficult, but I don't been tracking Ashton for a long time now. And so maybe it would, but right now I don't give a damn about her data. Now I need to get back out there and get some eyes on this situation. Since you so interested, looks like you can handle yourself. You wanna join me? I suppose there might be some miscellaneous funds I can tap into. It won't be much. Gear yourself up however you need to and meet me at the gate. Give me some time to get to the gates. I ain't as nimble as I used to.
Jsi pomalej.
I actually met a guy who finished the Red Mile. He lost an eye in the process, but he did walk away with a pile of credits. And I mean, you got 2 eyes, right?
All right, you ready to head out there? Okay then. Just stick close to me, keep your head on a swivel, and you'll be fine. We'll be back before you know it. And maybe we'll get some answers.
Can hardly walk 2 steps without running into a bar.
Kobalt.
This is what I'm talking about. These tracks. They're all wrong. The spacing, the depth, just doesn't make any sense. Let's keep going.
Are you shooting at flies now?
Vždycky se to hodí.
Doesn't add up. Looks like the tracks head this way.
Vím, že hliník potřebuji. Tam je nějaký robot.
Shit, you hear that? Eyes up. We got incoming.
Co přichází?
Ashton, incoming.
Light him up.
Ty hajzle.
Beyond the wall is no day trip. You know how to handle yourself. Most times someone encounters an Ashta, they panic. Not you. Now I got even more questions. Who in the hell did this, and why? No, this almost cost us lives. No one I know would think that's funny. Someone from Aquila Security did this. We're the only ones that have access to these robots or can change their orders. I need to check this over, see if I can find some more details. While I do that, I need you to run back to the city. Check the access logs on the computer in the barracks. Look for
No,
whoever
dostanu se k
signed
tým
for this
datum.
main
Super.
labs. I'll meet you in the city when I'm done here.
If it weren't for the walls, the whole town would be an Ashta buffet.
Okrádám tady a oni jsou tady ne. Tu jsou pěkný, útulný. Nemají zbrojnici? Jsem čekal, že tam budou mít zbrojnici nějakou.
People have no idea what we do to keep them safe. Oh, hey there. Back already. Davis said something about you going on patrol with him? He's... he's all right, isn't he? Nothing, bad happened out. Damn it! I thought I deleted those. Look, people getting hurt was never part of it. Davis has just been so stressed over this whole thing with that woman and her sensors, and it's been affecting him on the job. The damn robot was just supposed to stomp around, mess up her data, and then come back. I didn't know it would rile up the Ashta so much, and it wasn't supposed to break down. It won't matter. I really screwed this up.
You're lucky, Bailey. If it was me, I wouldn't be so lenient.
Tak. Teď by ty senzory už měly fungovat normálně.
that robot could have killed people. The robot's internals are fried, so I came up empty. You have any better luck than I did? Know who's responsible? You serious? Oh, Bailey, what were you thinking? My own people sabotaging equipment. Whole world's gone. Well, I'm gonna have to go deal with this. Thanks for helping out. I'll kick some credits your way. May not be much, not made of money around. You might want to give Miss Alpin some time to get clean data. Might be her research. Well, it might prove useful.
No vidíš, že to jde nakonec. Počkej, 24 hodin, zase 24 hodin, jo. Kde mám raketu?
Time to get this ship moving.
Vypadni, potřebuji spát. Šup.
Here, I have something for you. You're welcome.
Dík.
I picked it up on one of our latest planetary expeditions. I'm more than just an extra gun, you know. I'm just pleased I get to utilize some of my old field collecting skills. It's been a while. Check back with me from time to time after we return from our planetary jaunts. If...
Pozor. 24 hodin. Tak já jdu zapnout čištění axolotu.
It's about time. Come on, sleepyhead. Why anyone would want to live somewhere so old is beyond me.
Yeah, it's tough living here.
Hey, how have you been? Staying out of trouble? I suppose you could. Things here have been, well, they're better. The ice has thawed a bit between me and Davis. We'll probably never be friends, but at least we're on speaking terms now. I think he finally appreciates the value of my research.
To je dobře.
Yeah, we're much better as a team, even if it is a cautiously engaged one. In fact, speaking of Davis, I have to confess, I'm a little worried about him. In analyzing the recent data, I've isolated readings suggesting that someone is making patrols far more often than in the recent past. I don't have any direct evidence, but I know it's Davis. It's gotta be. I'm worried that everything I've inadvertently put him through is kinda, I don't know, pushed him over the edge, or at least a little too close to it. I have recognized that Davis has an emotional reaction to my presence. I'm better with statistics and circuits than I am with people. I've already made a mess of this situation. Do you think you could, if nothing
Jasně, že
else,
bych
it
mohl
would
jako
ease my
vždycky.
conscience?
If you are ever looking to buy property, remember me, Mr. Tick.
Docela výška, to je.
Wasn't expecting a cliff dive today.
I can't believe Bailey did such a bonehead move. Oh, brother. Why is it every time I see your face, I bet a headache's gonna follow shortly? Can't say I'm surprised. So what can I do for you? I don't know whether I should be reassured that someone cares or creeped out that someone's watching me that closely. Ah, that woman, I swear, even though we've smoothed over most of the rough spots, she still manages to... Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Not sure yet. When we were out there and we found that robot, obviously that threw me for a loop. Still can't believe one of my own people will pull a stunt like that, endangering us all. But the more I thought about it, that whole episode doesn't account for some of the tracks I saw out there. Too large, too spread out. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. If there's a bigger Ashta out there, something meaner than what we've seen so far, I have to know. I tell you what, if you and Kiona are worried, why don't you just come with me then? Either I get an extra gun in the fight, or you get to laugh at the old man. I give you a chance to gear up if you need it. And, maybe grab the biggest gun you got, just in case. All right. You know, Keone showed me her data.
Tak to bude sranda.
She's a clever kid. She's got a lot.
Ale vezmeme se ještě na sebe. Mám nejsilnější na tu laserovou zbraň. Vidíme.
I think we can make some real improvements in the future. She had a couple sets of data that she thought were erroneous or something. But it seems to me that it might not be.
Jdeme 3, tak to bychom mohli dát.
Faster, Ashta sounds like it matches up with the tracks I've seen.
Já budu zatím těžit po cestě.
No, no, stop that. You're going to kill someone.
Nezabil nikoho, prosím tě, ticho buď. Skanování.
I remember a story from the first time I was here on Aquila. I had totally forgotten about it till recently. Every so often we get independent types of people. Warnings just don't get through to them.
Ten si tady měla tu svou.
But this one time, miner from some corporation or other, he drags himself back into the city bloody and half dead. He seen an ass as big as a house out there. The older guys all said he was delirious.
Jo. Na 50% už tomu. Co to bylo?
No matter what happens, you make it back to the city and
Shh. I don't think we're alone.
Ty vole. On to má na sobě štít? Lehni. Alfička.
if we didn't have proof, nobody would believe us about the Alpha. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't think we were gonna make it through that. If you hadn't been with me, no
To jsi
way
moc nevěřil.
I'd be standing right now.
There's no way we could allow that to happen.
You are something else, you know that? We got out alive this one time. That's good. But this ain't gonna be the last time we have to deal with this. Now that we know these things are out here, we need to track them and keep them out of populated areas. And that plan is gonna need everybody. So, I'm gonna swallow my pride a bit here and ask you to go tell Keone what we found. Let her know that her data wasn't an error and that she needs to focus on it. No, of course not. I'm an old man, slow on the move. You can get there so much. She'll prefer hearing the news from you anyway. Thanks again for saving my ass.
Jo, já si zajde jenom do skenu. Už mám, ale to zatím nemám. Tady nejsou vůbec žádný ty modrý stromy. Teda modrý, ty stromy, který chci oskanovat. Tak nic.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor. Mothers, am I right?
Davis should be more careful. The data shows the Ashta are more active. So, what happened? So, I was right? My data was accurate? I can't believe I second-guessed it. You know, I was really hitting a point where I was starting to think maybe this was all a mistake. That I stuck my... Davis was so certain they had everything under control that they didn't want or need my help. But they... Yes, you're right. I need to reevaluate all the existing data. Who knows what else we can get out of it? I need to get to work on this immediately. But while I've been sitting around, I whipped up a little something for you. I thought it was funny. Now that I'm giving it to you, I'm hoping it's not in really poor taste. Anyway,
My contact is in Vanguard.
Něco zlatého jsem získal.
Expect a sales pitch when you meet him.
Snajperku. Dobře. Malý zásobník, to je jediná voda, no. Dobře, hezký. Vrtneme sem.
You want to do some good for the city?
Might be we could invite the
Let me know.
over.
I'll take all the help I can get. Got a moment to hear about the Low House? It mean a lot to me and to others.
I don't mean to be callous, but
Good to know there's still some folks who can take an interest in the welfare of others. The Low House is a place where folks down on their luck can get a hot meal. And a bit more importantly, they can do it with some dignity. No need to beg or steal. Everything I run the place. Have for years. But to do it,
The Jansons aren't the whole United Colonies. They're just people. If you don't want to help them, what about their little one, Liv?
That's right. And most people want. Sometimes they just need a helping hand to pull them up from a dark place and set them up. Look, I'll be honest with you. We get a little help from some other with it takes credits to provide for those in need. And I'm hoping if you can spare a few credits, it'll do. Thank you. I don't know if you believe in karma, but I do. If you're serious, I'm drowning.
Má hustý oči, to je.
Philborn agricultural systems feeds basically everyone in the stretch. But their latest IntelliWheat shipment is late. I'm not worried yet. Could you ask Sarah Philborn what the holdup is? Very?
Jasně.
This is a huge help. If there's anything you can do to speed up the wheat delivery, please do it. I'll have more work for you when you get back.
It's true. My husband runs one of the most successful businesses in the Freestar Collective. But I still think we can do better.
Má problémy s manželem. Budeš se mnou mluvit, nebo nebudeš?
If you're here for Weston, he's underfoot somewhere. Either here or at the factory. But please, if it's about that brewing nonsense, kindly leave. They don't need any more encouragement. Dear me, no, Weston's a fine man. If anything, that's why I want more from him. He could do even greater things. If only he could see that. Oh, sorry. My nerves are frayed. So many people coming and going for the company. Weston, that's my husband. Well, he's never been what I'd call a dreamer or a visionary. He's a practical man, good with ledgers and numbers. His brother...
Fill-burn agricultural systems could provide the whole of the settled systems with food, not just Aquila City. Seems those two are content to think small. Well, I wish you were the one I had to convince. Well, you didn't come here to hear me natter on. Anything else? I know, we're late. It's been this whole frustrating episode. Short version, the farming equipment outside the walls needs to be manually rebooted. But the guards aren't going to be able to send people to fix it for days. We're committed to helping the unfortunates on the stretch, but the Ashta are just too dangerous for us to send someone. You would do that? If you get it rebooted, I'll get the harvest going ASAP. We can get the wheat to Amira quick. I'll talk with my husband, but I'm sure we could arrange payment. You'd be helping our business too, after all. Just be careful.
Tak to bude hustý. Jestli potkám nějaký ty mrchy z té Ashty. Kolik je? No, já to vidím, že vyběhnu asi z města konečná. To místo není. To nebude tak hrozný. Robot. Co střílí? Jo, to jsou roboti, to střílí. Už to nejde. Takhle musíš.
We emergency.
Má nemá hlavu?
So please, hurry.
Maybe we could invite the Johnsons over?
That is good news.
Oh. Least we could do is give them a good meal.
Oh, that makes sense. Aren't they outside the walls? Wait. You went out. Please, don't risk yourself like that. If anyone got hurt working for them. I hate to ask it, but this next errand should be safe. Everything runs on charity. And a new face may ease up the purse strings. Or at least...
The Johnsons aren't the whole United Colonies. They're just people.
So, the mayor, Elias Cartwright, has always been generous to us, but Raisha Lands is a huge, both of those are routine. The last is a long. If you could convince Duncan Lynch to...
Dar pro ně.
You are a breath of
Taky
fresh
dobrý.
air. Once you're done with that, come. If you ever are down on your luck, our door
Vždycky
is
jde od
always open.
Duncana, od Rejše a Elias. A fakt nemá hlavu? Holka, ty jsi ztratila hlavu, když jsi mě zahlídla, nebo i tělo, ne jenom hlavu? Ty fakt nemáš hlavu? Kam jsi ji dala? Ty jsi prokletá? A když si nakoupit, jo?
Doing the right thing is tougher than doing
Jsi pro hlavu?
It always works out better in the end.
Amira, how are you doing?
I can't complain. Someone said some of the Filburn crops got a little damaged?
Yeah, the Thresher's programming had a glitch and it tore right through a couple of fields.
The crops?
Credits can't really buy
I'll
you
save you the
happiness.
trouble.
Hard work
Weston's
and
already
honest
approved
living.
me sending
That's
it
the
to
way
you.
to go.
It won't be pretty, but perfectly edible.
Much appreciated, Mr. King.
Jak se na to šla hned zeptat, mi nevěřila. No dobrý, já končím, pádím ven, mějte se dámy a pánové, užijte zbytek dne, možná ještě večer.